Hey there, gang. The Battle of Tarkir rages on this week, and we would all do well to remember that it is indeed a desirable thing to be well descended, but the glory belongs to our ancestors. Let's play some head games. Friends, opponents, ancestors, and kin, welcome to Head Games Arena. I'm Jet, and today we are going to continue our journey through the clans of Tarkir with Abzan. And by that, of course, I mean we are going to play Felothar, Dawn of the Abzan. So this 3-mana, 3/3 human warrior with trample. When it enters or attacks, you may sacrifice a non-land permanent, and when you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So the trick to this card is you have to have permanents in play that you are willing to lose in order to make it good. And really, one of the best things that you can do with it in the format is Hopeless Nightmare. And I know this card is everywhere, but it really just synergizes incredibly well with Felothar because it makes our opponent discard a card, does them a little damage, and then turns it into a pump spell for your entire team later in the game. It's just so good, it cannot be denied. So if we're playing Hopeless Nightmare, made a lot of sense to play with the rest of the self-bounce strategy, so we ended up with an Abzan Pixie build, so nurturing Pixie to pick up all these early game interactive spells such as Hopeless Nightmare, Momentum Breaker, Nowhere to Run, and Grim Bauble. Sunpearl Kirin is proven itself to be a fantastic card in every way, just as good as Pixie, in some circumstances actually better. To round out the deck, we've got a Fun of Lauren of the Third Path to blow up an artifact or enchantment, something that the rest of these guys can't deal with. One Scroll Shift to kind of give us one blink spell to kind of be sneaky with our opponent and do something in instant speed when they aren't expecting it. Our 3-drop spot is very, very strong. Sentinel of the Nameless City combos very well with Felothar because it makes a map token when it enters or attacks. So it's making plenty of map tokens for us to sacrifice to Felothar. These two cards on the board together, very good. Skirmish Rhino, just to kind of put together the closest approximation of a Siege Rhino. It can be very good and it will close out games. And then finally a couple copies of Yathan Road Watcher to get back some of the cards that we may have lost along the way. It really can hit any other creature in the deck, so oftentimes we will hit this and it'll get a Pixie or a Sunpearl Kirin, which will pick up something else, so you still get a lot of value. So this is a low to the ground Abzan value engine built with the Pixie shell, and really hoping to win the game with Felothar, Dawn of the Abzan. So, before we head over into the Dragonlands of Tarkir, just a reminder, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I would love to know what y'all are doing with the Abzan clan. Do you have something like this built, a different way to build Felothar? I think there's a lot of different options to try to make this card work. I'd love to see if you have some ideas. So, without further stalling for time, let's play some head games. All right, misspelling of the word steel and the number 19. So you may be familiar with a hand such as this that just has Hopeless Nightmare Nurturing Pixie in it, and that is what makes this deck work, is that the shell that I'm using to run in it is really quite solid. So Authority of the Console is not as scary to this deck, because I'm really trying to... I also have an answer to it, but... Double Authority. It's interesting how often that happens. Nurturing Pixie gives them 2 life, but picks up the Hopeless Nightmare. And we will play it again. What is that? Funeral Room is an aristocrat piece that also gets all of the creatures back. Oh, wow. I need a removal spell, like, right now. Okay, so we'll get our tap land out of the way. We will play our second Hopeless Nightmare. So our opponent is like a kind of mashing together of a couple of different Orzhov archetypes. They got the mobilized creature in here. We're gonna hold. Yeah, we need to deal with those Starscape clerics. They are trouble, because they are gonna do us a lot of damage whenever we play a creature. Okay, one card left in their hand. I think I'm going to take the damage once. So it's 2 from the authority, and each Star-Shaped Cleric triggers once off of each time. So it's a total of 4 damage, I think. So we're going to do it. Yep. I just need to keep them off of cards in their hand to the best of my ability. Okay. And we're going to hold. I think we might actually pop one of these Hopeless Nightmares. Elas! What a great draw for our opponent. We, like, desperately need removal spells. Yeah, so we're going to scry on our upkeep with one of these Hopeless Nightmares in the hope that we can dig our way into some removal, because without actual removal, we are in trouble here. So this is okay. Not great, but okay. Definitely not playing the Llanowar Elves and pinging ourselves for 4. Land for our opponent doesn't give them a whole lot. We will play the Momentum Breaker. Slow down the tide a little bit. That will lose us a life. I think I still have to hold. Now the question is, do I ping myself for 2 more damage? Not for a Llanowar Elf. I'll do it for a Road Watcher, 4 mana for our opponent, which means now they don't have 2 white. So they're still not on the Raise the Past plan. Okay, so we're going to play our land for turn and take a little bit of damage for Yanthan Road Watcher. Yep. Yep. Phew. Awful. Not worth it. Amazing. Okay, did our opponent continue to draw hot? No. Okay. So now I'm like super tempted to fire up the cottage and just get in there. I think that's correct. I think now... Do I have to hurt myself to do this? I think it's probably still worth it. Alright, we are attacking with these 3 creatures. We are getting rid of the Starscape Cleric that's in your graveyard. And we are making a food. I'm guessing that they'll block the land with Elas, but I'm actually okay with that, because now they don't have anything that gains them life other than me casting creatures. And they draw another Elas off of the top. Perfect draws for our opponent. No sweat. Okay, we'll play our land for turn. We'll get in with these 2 creatures. We're just gonna say go. I would love to play more creatures, but it does me more harm than good. Our opponent has thankfully not drawn very well. We're going to go ahead and activate our food on their end step to get us a little life. Excellent. We're just going to attack again. Now we're going to add the other one. It just occurred to me that... Alright, now I can... I'll take 2 for this. Yep. Yep. Whew. So many triggers for our opponent. Get rid of their last creature. That's probably game. We don't want them to gain any more life, so we're just actually going to not play any more creatures. Voice of Victory is good for our opponent. Do I pop the Momentum Breaker now? I can gain 4 life off of it. I think I am gonna do that. Okay, now I win, right? So... No. No, I don't. Because they go up to 10. We'll just swing for 3. And again, it probably makes sense for... Man, authority of the consoles... listen, if you're a long-time listener, long-time viewing member of our community, you know the authority of the consoles is a card that I find very frustrating. Wow. Okay. Big play for our opponent. Okay, so... What do? We play this tapped land and Road Watcher? Let them go back up to 6? Sunpearl Kirin picks up Hopeless Nightmare. And we'll say go. Opponent. We will attack for 5 and win with the most annoying card in Standard. Zedicus Zorander, the most famous mushroom from Z-Town. Okay. I'm on the play, which makes this far better, I think. I like having Nowhere to Run and Sunpearl Kirin, my one-of Lauren here, if I'm dealing with a artifact or enchantment deck. I mean, Lauren, when you can get multiple uses out of the ETB, is actually a pretty solid card. Especially, I mean, it's tough because in Best of One, you're like, you want to put Swiss Army knives in your deck, but you can never tell what's going to be useful. Black mana for our opponent. So I think that well, I have to show them a second color here. So let's get our second black mana down. I can Momentum Breaker here, but I actually think it's probably wrong to do that, because I really get much more value out of this if I get something like Sheoldred with it. So getting a card early on means they get to pick the card if I play it in a timely way. Yep. Okay, we'll play our tap land and tell our opponent to go ahead. Okay, Karsi Revenant. I mean, that's a Nowhere to Run target. Now we're doing business. Now we're just sitting back here playing Abzan Pixie. Yep. Rock Curse, Rock Shasa. And this card is cool. It's very interesting design, I think. It's, obviously a 5/5 for 2 mana with huge downside, but also huge upside. Really makes this, very curious. Okay. So we're going to flash in Sunpearl Kirin. They're probably just going to kill it. I'm actually okay with that. Because think about it like making them discard more cards. Yeah, that's fine. I pick this up for value, and then I go to my turn. I will play a second tap land and a Momentum Breaker. Makes your Rock Curse do no damage. Five mana for our opponent gets them. Another Karsi Revenant. Feels bad, right? We'll go to their end step and we will use our Nowhere to Run again. Yeah, what makes this deck really cool is all this, like, really versatile... Okay. Hopeless Nightmare? Yeah, we are playing the attrition game here, so we're just gonna say go. What's very cool is with another Sunpearl in hand, this card is just really, like, it's Pixie, but better. Now the question is, do they deploy their last card? I think I'm going to pick up the Hopeless Nightmare. Yeah, they're going to use their last card. Okay, there it is. Okay. We will play our land for turn. Activate Restless Cottage. Get in for 4, and I think we take out the Rakshasa first. Get our speed up. Boy, Archfiend is bad for us. It's a hell of a top deck for our opponent. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, because they're going to put a lifelink counter on that Archfiend to the Dross. Boy, not having the right thing right now is really, really hurting me. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I just have to say go. That is so good for them. So good for them. Like, what a miraculous top deck that Archfiend is. Like, so dang good. Yep. I think we've lost, folks. I think we're in trouble. Okay, so we're going to gain some life. And we're going to scry. Taking our time. Is this instant? No. Oh, are we just bugging? Please don't bug out. Alright, let's see what we got. Both very bad cards. Boy, Scroll Shift is interesting. Okay. Let's play the Hopeless Nightmare. Okay. That's right. That's right. I'm really thinking about what we could possibly do here, because I am in an enormous amount of trouble. Oh, it's not good game. It's not good game. I mean, you sacrifice the slasher. Well, what's tough for our opponent is that they actually have a finite amount of turns to kill us with Archfiend. They let the Archfiend go. Perfect. You got it. What else you got there? What is it? I don't have white mana. Oh, I messed up. Okay. That was bad for me. Okay. Okay. We're getting Momentum Breaker back again. Slash her down. Listen, it is, oh, it had counters on it, so it didn't come back. Yeah, that's okay. We can sacrifice that. Honestly, I'm going to keep my Momentum Breaker in play because I can blink it. Okay. We'll play a tap land. We will get in with our cottage. This is why cottage is good. I think we probably take the slasher out. I don't think they have anything to get stuff back, but... Listen, it was a very complicated choice for our opponent to sacrifice the Archfiend. It was a complicated choice. It was harder than it looked. Yep, Annex. Annex is good. Draws him a card. This is a little brutal from us. Can you play that card at instant speed? You cannot. We have an answer to your unholy annex. Boy, this game. This is exactly what this deck is supposed to do, though. It's supposed to play this game of attrition. They got the demon instead this time. It's a good choice. Okay, actually, we're gonna sacrifice a Hopeless Nightmare to scry. There's a lot of good hits for us off of this scry. Well, our opponent just keeps drawing hot. So this is at least a little ironic, because a double Grim Bauble actually does deal with the demon if we double Grim... I just think that that's too many resources to put into trying to deal with this demon. Because we already have Restless Cottage into a single Grim Bauble, and I have 2 Restless Cottages in play, so I feel okay about that. What a nail biter. We've both done a lot of thinky work today, Z. I don't know why you would pop that now. Terrible draw. Terrible draw. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to fire up the Restless Cottage. And we are going to attack. We'll take the Archfiend out of their graveyard. They're probably not going to block here. I wouldn't. Yeah. It's very good for them. that I didn't have an answer to the Annex or the Demon. So 6 from the Demon. 2 more from that is 8. So I'm safe just doing this. Why wouldn't you wait? Why wouldn't you wait? Because your speed is actually going to go up right now. And we'll go. Okay, can I not die? So I have 7 life in life gain effects. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't attack with Restless Cottage. As much as I hate to say it, I think I have to draw with Lauren here. So let's do the math. 7. What they have on board is going to do 9 damage to me. Which puts me at 1. So there's a lot of opportunities for them to draw something that's going to do an additional damage to me. Bloodletter of Aclazotz will do it. Oh. Sorry, I'm sighing because the game is over, and all this time I just needed to draw one more thing. Oh my God, kill us! Why is this the 8th pitch? Is it a certain level of pitch? Okay, I mean this is a decent starting hand, no question. So, starting with Llanowar Elf on 1 gives our opponent something to think about. There were so many cards we didn't see in that last matchup. Just so many. We will play our land for turn and say go. We'll hold up Nowhere to Run for whatever they decide to play against us. Monastery Swiftspear is good. And take out the Swiftspear. Our opponent shocks our elf and gets in for 1 with the Heartfire hero. Those were good choices on the part of our opponent. Concealed Courtyard. Got another Nowhere to Run up. Honestly, 2 Nowheres to Run and a Sunpearl Kirin against Mono Red is a real good start. $1 million question. Do you do it? Do you do it? I don't think they can stop us from killing it, so I think we go ahead and stop the damage from happening. Yep. What else we got? Manifold Mouse. Okay. So, this is a little interesting. No, I think I hold Kirin here. I think that's the answer. Is I hold Kirin, let them start to do something. Sure. Yep. I really just want them to tap out. Playing Kirin, bouncing Nowhere to Run, replaying Nowhere to Run, taking out the Manifold Mouse. I'll take my 2 from that guy, because now I get to do this. We'll start attacking. This is one of those moments that it's like, what's the green for? That's fine. I'm actually really glad that they're deploying this now, because it means I can Grim Bobble it on my turn. You got it. We'll go to 11. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, I forgot. Wow. I am not great at playing this deck. I just found out. Just now. That was a huge mistake. If I win this game, it's going to be on the power of the cards in the deck, not on my skill as a player. Okay, here comes Nameless Sentinel. We're going to activate the map token on the Sunpearl. We'll take a land and we'll play the land. We're going to get in for 2 and max out our Momentum Breaker. Okay, we are safe. That's very nice of our opponent to not kill us very efficiently. Does this only hit mice? Oh, it does. Okay, so the Swift Spirit can't even use it. Okay, we're going to activate the map token on our Sentinel. We actually don't need another Hopeless Nightmare, I don't think. We'll just say go. Opponent gets in. We will block. What do you got? Okay. And we're trading? Yeah? Okay. Time enough for our to activate our Momentum Breaker. Now we can play Yanthan Roadwatcher. Mill. I'm gonna go ahead and get Felothar just for the memes. And that's it. Ooh, that's my favorite kind of tiger. Yeah, okay. Llanowar on 1, lots of interaction. If our opponent's playing a creature deck, we've got a great start. And let's be honest. Over here in Best of 1 Standard on Arena, there's a lot of creature decks. Which is why you see more main board removal. We'll take our beats and play Llanowar Elf on 1. We're going to draw a Skirmish Rhino off the top because we haven't seen one yet today. That's fine. It's just not what I thought I wanted. Let's get in for 1. There's no reason not to. We have nowhere to run up. Where are our interesting Abzan 3-drops? Where are they? That's Highway Robbery. And that is not a joke. Okay, this is a little tricky, because it's like, I don't want to do nothing this turn. Our opponent is definitely on some... I mean... They're probably Reanimator if they're playing with something like Highway Robbery. So I don't necessarily want to make them discard. I hate just not doing anything, but I think it's correct. Yep. Our opponent is scrying. Look at these lands. Is it time for you to highway rob us? Don't commit the cool crime of robbery on us. More lands. I mean, I don't hate that. We're just gonna say go. 4 mana for our opponent equals what? I'm in suspense here. I'm very curious to know what our opponent's doing. Pia Nalar. Okay. I get it. Yep. Interesting. Yeah, so what do you got? Okay. You get lost at our Llanowar Elf. Okay. Grimbobble's not doing anything else. It might as well take out this Thopter. I'm very tempted to play Sentinel here. I think that's right. Like, I think having Sentinel on board when Felothar comes down makes everything work better. We're gonna see... Quintorius Con is not what I was expecting. So Discover 4 hits what? Hits Pia.
Some mysteries beg to be solved.
Okay. Land would have been better. We're okay, though. Momentum Breaker. Activate a map. Play a land. Do I activate both of the other maps? I think I do. I'm not doing anything else with the mana. Do I keep Hopeless Nightmare? I don't actually think it's good enough right now. Sunpearl Kirin, on the other hand, it's plenty good. Make another map. Take out Quintorius. I'm trying to make sure that I'm dealing with their game plan. I also don't have a way to deal with... I don't have a way to deal with Planeswalkers. Excellent. Skirmish Rhino. Would you like to play a game? Pass turn. Another Pia, or maybe Geological Appraiser. Pia first. Okay. They don't have enough to play Geological Appraiser. What do they have? Okay. Sunpearl. We'll pick up Nowhere to Run. We will play Nowhere to Run. Do you have a response to that? Okay, so here's the problem. Is that we know they're a Sunfall gamer, so we're going to go for it, because this is what we came here to do. We came here to Felothar. Oh, they've got an answer. Trigger's on the stack, actually. Okay. You could have taken out Felothar here. Bringing it. Now that's a Siege Rhino. Not Sunfall? Okay, Geological Appraiser. Discovers into Ferocification. Oh, I love what our opponent's doing. Menace and Haste on the Praiser. Okay. I don't want to play all out, and I don't think that I have to. My creatures have trample. I feel like I can hold Lauren here. I don't really need... And I'm going to play the Sentinel. I think that that's right. Because sacrificing the map tokens is why the Sentinel's in the deck. Felothar makes our creatures quite big. Our opponent's double blocking the Rhino. Our opponent's at 6. Did we leave lethal on the table? No. I don't think that we did. Oh boy, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay. Pixie's very good. Yanthan's actually fairly good too. What do I have in my graveyard? Just a Llanowar Elf? Okay. So, again, I actually like both of these. I think that they're fine. Yep, let's do it. Oh, and they get to give it haste? Okay, okay. Okay, Lauren kills the 3/3. Pixie grabs Momentum Breaker. Momentum Breaker makes them discard the last card in their hand. Now they are truly top decking. You could sacrifice a land to Highway Robbery. Very cool. We're gonna get in. Show me get lost. Helix is fine. Yep. Because now we can do this. We'll get that Pixie back. What do we grab? I think it has to be a Momentum Breaker, right? Because, like, what else are they... I'm going to pick up Nowhere to Run, because it has Flash. Okay, lethal on board. Our opponent has Ren's Resolve. Lots of cards that give them redraws. 2 lands is not enough for our opponent. Good game. You know, I just saw that movie. It's really quite good. Okay. I don't have any white mana, but I do have Llanowar into Sentinel. And if they don't deal with Llanowar, which I think is a really good start. Momentum Breaker gives me at least a little bit of interaction. I think this is certainly a keepable hand. Let's see if our opponent has a turn 1 removal spell. Those are cool. They do not. Okay. Sentinel for us. Now they are highly motivated to remove our Sentinel. Turn 2 Sentinel of the Nameless City is actually a pretty solid start. That's a lot of pressure. It's one of the things that makes this little Abzan list, you know, able to kind of keep up with other things. You can't Lightning Helix the Sentinel. But you can get lost in, which is fully what I expected to happen. Okay, so... I'm gonna say Grim Bobble's probably useless against this opponent. What else we got? We'll take that land. I'll take the Hopeless Nightmare. Well, now our Llanowar Elf is a threat as well. 3 mana for our... Yep, there's the Helix. Okay. Alright. Land for turn. Hopeless Nightmare. I almost don't want to play Pixie, but I think that it's probably correct too. And again. Wow. Land and land. Let's see if they pay for it. They are a little flooded, so we will play our land for turn. We will get in for 2. And we will Pixie again. Making it real hard for our opponent here. You're about to see a nurturing Pixie Hopeless Nightmare win, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so if they've got Shiko, it get lost or it. Yep, torch the tower's fine. I think I'm gonna scroll shift the Hopeless Nightmare here. Because we're just really trying to empty our opponent's hand here. Oh, that is very good. Okay. Momentum Breaker takes out their last card. They're tired of that crap. That's the best kind of cheesesteak. And everybody knows it. No black mana makes me very nervous about this hand. Because it does almost nothing without it. I think I'm going to mulligan. Okay. This hand hurts, but it's I can do a lot with it. So we can keep that. We will tuck the Road Watcher. Start with a Nurturing Pixie. You can't see out of frame, but my Beam Bean is here. Okay. Play our second land and say go. Okay, our opponent is Esper Pixie. Okay. It's probably bad for us. So I think I tossed the elf. It's not doing me any good. We are doing very poorly. Very poorly. Hopeless Nightmare for our opponent. We will toss this Road Watcher we just drew because it does absolutely nothing. This is going to be a lot less fun because they're going to do the same thing to us that we've been doing to other people all day. So, yep, there's Fear. Oh boy, we're feeling really good about this right now. Pick up nowhere. Say go. You don't say. Yep. Third land. Okay, what do we take out? Is it Bandit's talent? I think maybe it is. They haven't leveled it up yet, but it just has the greatest late game opportunity, I think. Battlefront. I mean, it's not bad. Kind of a whiff, honestly. Okay. What do we need to draw? I'll take a Hopeless Nightmare. Now we're playing the Hopeless Nightmare game. Are we back in? They're scrying. What's going on? They like both of their cards on top. That's good for them. Temporary lockdown. Nowhere to run. That's fine by me. I wanted to stop. That's annoying. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and go. What did they draw? What was the other thing they left on top? If it's this town, it's actually not that good. I think we have to do this. We have to scry. Yeah, we're like both out of resources right now, so we don't need another land. We will take Sentinel. And we will play Sentinel. The nice thing is nowhere to run, one nowhere to run is not enough to kill Sentinel. What did they leave on top? Okay. Okay. This is just like, this is very, very interesting. Okay, we're gonna pop the map token now. No reason not to. So basically, when they pick up that temporary lockdown, they'll be able to redeploy 3 nowheres to run. Right? Nowheres to run. That's fun. I think I just say go. I mean, I might as well play the land. Are we picking it up? They have a this town ain't big enough in their hand. That's what they left on top. There it is. Okay. Yep. No Pixie for you. Sure. Yep. Yep. How do you feel about discarding but one of those cards? Yep. What are we discarding? Yep. We'll pick up Momentum Breaker and recast it. Yep. No Pixie for us. And no lockdown for you. Now we play off the top deck. I'm like, hold on. Have I shuffled? No. So this is all the way at the bottom. There's no chance of me getting it back. There's only 2 in the deck. But we do have Skirmish Rhinos. We do have Skirmish Rhinos. We do have Felothar doesn't really do anything. I'm honestly thinking about, yeah, let's do it. It gets it out of nowhere to run range. Yeah. I expected as much. Yeah, I'm just playing it because I don't have any, and I don't think it's got a good target at this point. Sure. Yep. Level it up. Yeah. I don't think Felothar does anything right now. We're just gonna dump it. Okay. I think that just means they win. Yeah, I think Bandit's talent means that they win. I honestly should probably be playing it in this deck. We'll play it out. Yeah. Yeah, they're just gonna draw extra cards, and it's almost certainly gonna bury us in value. Yep. So they draw an extra card here, which pretty much, if they kill our Kirin, we're just gonna go ahead and call it game. Well, they're about to do it again. Like they're about to draw 2 cards again, and at this point, yeah. That's good game. That's good. They had the better draws. Alright, Edward Boom Gardner. Probably not. Alright, last game for today. Let's see if we can squeak out one more win. We had a lot of long games, so let's actually hope that this one is a little less so. I think we just say Hopeless Nightmare to get started. Got Lightning Bolt sleeves. We'll get to see what they discard, so we'll get to see what our opponent may or may not be doing here. What in the world is that? Nettle Guard. Mice? Okay. This feels pretty excellent for us. We will play a Grim Bauble to deal with whatever that is. And another Hopeless Nightmare. Now we need to draw stuff that's not Hopeless Nightmare. We need to draw Felothar, actually, at this point. That would be fine. Or a Pixie, or a Kirin. Our opponent drew their red mana. Manifold Mouse that it is. Momentum Breaker's fine. We'll play our Llanowar Elf. We'll play Momentum Breaker. I'm like really tempted to pop one of these Hopeless Nightmares on my upkeep. That's why. That's exactly why. I'll take that. I don't love that. I haven't been taking damage. Our opponent is definitely playing... Yeah, they're definitely playing Boros Mice here, so... I'm not going to attack because it leaves me up popping the other Hopeless Nightmare or the Grim Bauble. Nowhere to Run is amazing against this Mice deck, so... Yep. Yep. So I'm actually really tempted to pop one of these things. So is Surveil better? I think Surveil is better. Hold on. But getting to reuse Grim Bauble is better. So let's scry again. Let's scry into something good. Okay. Yathan Roadwatcher has no hits right now, but it is a very good card. So we don't want that. Okay. Let's go here. Yep. Okay, another nightmare. We're going to say go. Again, this leaves up the option to know where to run or to scry to again. Neat. Raging Battle Mouse for our opponent. This next spell costs one less. So listen, I think I actually let them do this. Yep. Get out of here. I'm gonna let them hit me. So if it's like, because they're gonna give double strike and trample to the same mouse. I love that they have different pictures. I really do. I love that the Manifold Mouse baby has a different picture. Okay. Yeah, no block. You got it. 2 damage for us. Siege Rhino is excellent. It hurts me on the way in, though. Let's do this. And say go. Don't love that. Oh, I don't love that. Our opponent shows us that they have no more cards in hand, so they are going to get in for 4 lifelink. You got it. No blocks. We have a lot of removal in our deck. Or are they just now realizing they could have gotten more damage in there? That is not removal. But it does block. It does block the Manifold Mouse. Scroll Shift is perfect. And lots of hot draws for our opponent, but Scroll Shift will do it. Scroll Shift will kill that Manifold Mouse and get my Skirmish Rhino back. Emberheart Challenger's good for our opponent. Yep. Get lost off the top that they can't use. Yep. Yep. Doing both on Emberheart? Okay, I'll take that trade. Yeah, we are definitely blocking. And they get in for 1. Okay. Scroll Shift on Nowhere to Run. Nowhere to Run takes out Manifold Mouse. Brings back the Skirmish Rhino. We pass. We've got Momentum Breaker up right now. What does this do? Sacrifice it. Look for the top cards. Okay. What do they get? Another manifold mouse. Very cool. Okay, so land off the top is very good for us. Is it time to pop the momentum breaker? I think it might be. I don't want to leave the opportunity on the floor, right? Like, I have the mana right now. Untap land, that is not. Okay, oh, I have Sentinel in the graveyard. Okay, so... Yathen Roadwatcher. Oh boy, guess who? Felothar. Yeah, we don't need either of those. Play our land for turn. Get in here and here. I think we're safe. I think we're safe because we have a nowhere to run in hand. So our opponent does have a second manifold mouse, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. I mean, what does the other card have to be for our opponent really to be able to do what they need to do? I don't think that they can kill us from this position. Isn't it funny that we're in a standard? Okay. You get losted my Felothar, which means I should have left the other one on top. Okay. Okay, I think we are there. Nowhere the mouse, and that is it! Felothar! Alright, friends, opponents, ancestors, and kin, how did we do today? So, 5-2 on camera, not bad at all. This deck can really grind with the best of them. We played against a really diverse set of different decks today. Some of them were a little janky, some of them were very, very much mainstream decks, and we were able to keep up with them. I would not go so far as to call this top tier, but it's got some legs, it can do some work. Played skillfully, I think that this deck can do fairly well. We saw some really excellent examples of how this front shell with Pixie, Sunpearl, Kirin, and all of these, enters the battlefield enchantments is just really strong. I considered playing with a little elf that draws you cards at least once a turn when an enchantment comes in. I just didn't think it really quite made the cut, but I'd be interested in trying it again. I also tried an artifacts build around Felothar that was built around all sorts of different artifact synergies. Grim Bauble was in that deck, but Tithing Blade instead of Momentum Breaker. The trick is, though, Momentum Breaker is just so much better than Tithing Blade ever was. So, I mean, 5-2 is definitely a respectable record. Entirely happy with that. I'm very interested to see other people's versions of what Felothar can possibly do. I really do think it can go very big, and maybe there's a +1/+1 strategy. I feel like we've been right on the verge of a really powerful +1/+1 strategy for a long time, but we're just quite not there yet. So maybe we'll get some additional support for it in the future, but for now, Abzan can do a lot of different things. This is definitely one of those options. It definitely plays like an Abzan deck because it's very, very grindy, very mid-range, very attrition built. So I thought all of that was a lot of fun because this is a color combination that I am quite fond of. So that's all I got for today. Thanks y'all for watching. Please remember, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. We appreciate your time and your energy. So remember, take care of your head.